welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well, and if you're new here then please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. In today's video we have a Netflix recommendations video, something a little bit different, but I thought it'd be a good idea because if you're in the UK we are currently in lockdown again, which is fabulous, and I don't know about other countries, so let me know down below. But either way, I've put together 10 series that you need to watch on Netflix, and I promise you there's going to be something in here that you're going to be obsessed with and you're going to binge. So no matter what your taste is in films and series, you're going to love something in this, I promise. I am actually in quarantine at the moment, so that's fun, and I'm allowed out next Sunday, so I can't even go out for a walk. So trust me, these 2 weeks Netflix is going to be my best friend. So I've got a list of 10 things that you need to watch because I've watched them and loved them. And also, quick note, I am more of a YouTube video kind of person. My concentration span is minute. I'm a fan of easy watches on Netflix, or things that keep me gripped. So these top 10 things are top notch. Let's go. Number 1 is Selling Sunset, and this has been raved about for so long. Not gonna lie, I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but I will have time in quarantine, so that's fine. If you haven't seen it, it's about real estate in America. So you can imagine how nice the houses are. They do like the high end of houses, so houses that are worth like 5 million and crazy amounts. The houses on that show are so nice. If you like looking at things like that, like if you're someone who likes looking at Rightmove in your spare time like me, you'll love that. You watch it and you just dream that you could have that job or afford a house like that, because it isn't just about buying and selling houses, it's also about the drama that happens in the office and things like that. Plenty of arguments and nice dramas, so it's very entertaining to watch, as well as sad because you realise how broke you are. Number 2 is very different to the first thing that I mentioned, so this is like one end of the spectrum to the other. Haunting of Bly Manor. I'm pretty sure this has only just came out on Netflix, it's quite new. It's very similar to The Haunting of Hill House, which I have just started watching, so we've watched them the other way around, but I have just finished The Haunting of Bly Manor. I didn't watch it on my own. I can't watch horrors on my own. It's quite different because it's a horror series rather than just a film, so it's quite nice because it carries it on a bit more interesting than a film where you can kind of predict what's going to happen. So I really like how it's a series. Very much enjoyed it. It's very gripping. I wouldn't say it's actually that scary. There was no moments where I thought,
I can't watch this, like I'm gonna shit my pants.
There wasn't. So it was just entertaining to watch. It was a very different storyline compared to most horror films, so we love that. Give that a watch if you like spooky things. The thing is Ratchet. I really watched this because it's got Sarah Paulson in it, and I'm pretty sure that's why a lot of other people have watched it, because she is just the best actor. She plays some very funny roles in what she's in, but she does a great job at it. She was in American Horror Story, which is also a great series, but it's not on my list. But anyway, this is about like a hospital and loads of nurses and doctors in like a mental asylum kind of thing, and they're trying to cure the patients. It's very graphic, and there's some very strange things in there. They carry out some strange procedures on the patients. It's quite messed up, not gonna lie, but if you find things like that interesting, then that is definitely your show to watch. It is one of them series where you have to concentrate quite a lot to realise who's who and what's going on, but if you have time to watch it, then do, because it's really good. My boyfriend was playing FIFA the other day and he kept getting distracted because I was watching it on my phone, and he thought it was interesting, although he was bitching at me for how fucked up it is, but he still watched it. Number 4 is Emily in Paris. This is new to 2020 as well. This is probably for an acquired taste. You're probably either going to love this or hate it. I personally loved it, and I think I watched it within like a week, which is really fast for me. So there's only one season to it. I think she's American, and she goes to Paris to work, and it's one of them cringy, kind of like Gossip Girl. It gave me them kind of vibes, so if you like Gossip Girl then you will like Emily in Paris. It's really good, so easy to watch, and that's why I like it. So I finished that really quickly. If you like something light-hearted like that, then there's your show. And then moving on to Gossip Girl. If you haven't watched Gossip Girl, that one is pretty old. I watched that years ago, but it will always hold a place in my heart because that is such a good series. I think it's set in New York and it's just about rich girls that go shopping all the time and have relationship issues, plenty of relationship issues. Also quite a cringy programme, but if you like things like that, that is definitely worth a watch as well. There's quite a few seasons to that as well, so it will keep you going for a while. And again, something extremely different, Peep Show. I feel like a lot of people won't know what this is because I definitely didn't until my boyfriend introduced me to it. I feel like you've got to get the dark humour and offensive humour to enjoy this show. If you do like shows like In-Betweeners and things like that, you'd probably enjoy it. It's about two flatmates that live together and they're completely different to each other. Although they're best friends, they're like so different, and it's just really funny to watch. That one is something I put on in the background and I don't really watch properly, but it's always quite entertaining. I think that one is quite an old series as well, quite old school, but I've never watched it before and it's so good. I think I'm on like season 7 or something like that. Number 6 is Skins, which is pretty similar to Peep Show but kind of not. That one's about teenagers and drugs and sex and things like that. I've watched all of the seasons of that. I did watch that one quite a while ago, but if you haven't watched it, please watch it because it's so good and addictive. I really enjoyed it. Even though it's an old kind of season, you still relate to quite a lot of it in there, so it's really good. On to Afterlife. This is the series with Ricky Gervais in it. I don't know if you watched my... what video was it in? I mentioned this in a previous video. I mentioned this in my Q&A on the question, what did you last cry at? What series did you last cry at? And it was this. I think I cried about 6 times. And I don't usually cry at TV programmes, so it must be sad. But it's also really funny as well. So some moments you want to laugh at and then some moments you'll cry at. But put together, it is such a good season. That is something else that is so easy to binge. Ricky Gervais is just really good in things like that. The next one I haven't watched all the way through yet, but it's the Jeffrey Epstein Filthy Rich series. Nearly lost what I was saying. I've only watched a few episodes of this, but this is so interesting. If you want a documentary to watch, this can be your one to watch. It's just of people telling their stories about him. You probably know who Jeffrey Epstein is. So I won't ruin it for you if you haven't watched it because I'm not too sure how to describe it without putting spoilers out. But like I say, if you want a documentary to watch, then that is a good one to start on. I love things like that, like crime documentaries. They're just so fascinating. And the last one is Sex Education. This had a new season out this year, I think, and another one is in the making, season 3. So this is something that I binge watched as well. This is so easy to watch, really funny. It's also a bit of a strange one because it's set in like older times, but they all speak English, but they're in like an American school, so it like caters to everyone. This is what the title says about sex education. So not the way you're thinking. It's like a comedy. It's really good. The actors in it are so good. Really entertaining, funny programme to watch. Really awkward and cringy, but we love something like that. Light-hearted, something to laugh at, and really easy to watch again. That is all of my Netflix recommendations. If you want me to do a recommendations on films, then I will do. Let me know down below, or just hit the like button and I would do that because I don't know what else we're doing at the moment. Everyone needs a bit of entertainment, so if you do want me to speak about my favourite Netflix films, then let me know down below because I'm sure I'll be a pro after my quarantine. Just thought I'd do that little quick extra video because a lot of people are probably bored at the moment and trying to find things to do, so highly recommend you take your time out to just chill and watch something like that. Have a cuppa, have some food and Netflix night to yourself. It's like self-care at its finest. So I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye. Today's video we are... Mother. Yeah? What? Oh my god. My mum's got coronavirus, everyone.
I've got corona.
If you're in the isn't just about, oh my god, okay. Guys, it's about like it is what the title says. It's about like I can't speak. It is what the title says about like I can't